the engine's hum blended with the rhythmic patter of raindrops on the windshield. I tightened my grip on the steering wheel, my knuckles pale against the inky darkness outside. The clock on the dashboard showed midnight, and the road ahead seemed endless, a narrow strip of asphalt lost in the void. I was driving through an unfamiliar stretch of countryside, guided solely by the flickering beams of my headlights. The rain had intensified, turning the world into a distorted canvas of shadows and reflections. My nerves tingled as unease settled in. The radio, crackling with static, offered no comfort, only enhancing the eerie atmosphere. The monotony of the drive began to play tricks on my mind. An occasional flash of movement at the edge of my vision made me jump, only to find empty fields stretching away. Every tree seemed to transform into a lurking figure, and I couldn't shake the sensation of being watched. But I brushed it off as fatigue mixed with the creepy ambience. As the rain fell harder, I noticed a faint glow ahead, barely visible through the downpour. A sign emerged from the darkness, announcing a rest stop. Relief washed over me. I needed a break from the hypnotic road and the ever-growing sense of isolation. The rest stop was abandoned, shrouded in a mist that gave it a ghostly aura. Ignoring the prickling on the back of my neck, I parked and stepped out, the cold rain instantly drenching me. The air was heavy with the scent of damp earth. The eerie silence was broken only by the soft patter of raindrops on the metal roof of the rest area. I entered the small building, its interior dimly lit. Rows of empty, rusting chairs faced the windows, and the faint light created dancing shadows that seemed almost alive. The restroom door hung ajar, swaying slightly in the breeze that seeped through the cracks. I hesitated, a feeling of unease settling once again. As I washed my hands, I caught a glimpse of something in the mirror, a fleeting silhouette in the corridor behind me. My heart raced, and I turned, finding nothing but the empty hallway. I swallowed hard, attributing it to my tired mind playing tricks. Back in the car, I pulled onto the road, the glow of the rest area fading behind me. The rain had turned into a torrent, and the windshield wipers struggled to keep up. I squinted through the sheets of rain, straining to see the road ahead. That's when I noticed a pair of faint red taillights in the distance. Another vehicle, finally, maybe a fellow traveler who could share this unsettling journey. As I got closer, my headlights revealed an old, battered pickup truck. It swayed slightly, as if struggling to maintain its course. I pulled alongside it, glancing at the driver. What I saw made my blood run cold. The driver's seat was empty. The truck was moving on its own. Fear clenched my heart as I pressed the gas pedal, speeding up to distance myself from the phantom truck. But no matter how fast I drove, it stayed right beside me, the driver's side window reflecting only darkness. The rain showed no signs of abating, and the road began to twist and turn, leading us deeper into the unknown. Panic surged within me, and I slammed my foot on the accelerator, determined to escape this surreal nightmare. But the road seemed to stretch on endlessly, the landscape transforming into a sinister tapestry of indistinct shapes and ominous silhouettes. With every passing moment, the truck's presence became more suffocating, a malevolent force that defied reason. The radio, now broadcasting a distorted melody, added to the surrealism of the situation. My heart pounded, and my breaths came in ragged gasps. Then, as if a switch had been flipped, the truck abruptly vanished. I slammed on the brakes, my car skidding to a halt on the rain-slicked road. The silence was deafening, broken only by the rhythmic pounding of raindrops on the roof. I sat there, trembling, my mind racing to make sense of what had just occurred. Had it all been a hallucination brought on by exhaustion and the unsettling night? Slowly, I resumed driving, the road now devoid of any strange apparitions. Hours later, the first rays of dawn painted the horizon in soft hues of pink and gold. The rain had finally ceased, and the world seemed to awaken from the nightmare of the night. I pulled over at a gas station, my heart still racing as I recounted the events that had transpired. As I stepped out of the car, a feeling of unease still lingered. I glanced back at the road I had traveled, now bathed in the gentle light of morning. It was as if the darkness had released its hold, leaving only memories of a haunting journey through the whispering shadows of the night road, a journey I would never forget.